grade 10 students. How are you people? Okay, now we are going to deal with our English last lesson of supplementary reader, that is lesson number 9, Bholi, which is written by K.A. Abbas. Okay, and according to this year's syllabus, this is the last lesson of supplementary reader, the 10th lesson, that is the book that saved the earth. It has been deleted from the syllabus, so this is the last lesson which we are going to deal. Now let us move towards the lesson. Actually, when I'll start explaining to you, and I hope you people have already gone through this lesson, and this lesson makes me remember the old Hindi or Bollywood movies. पुरानी हिंदी मूवीज़ जो होती थी उस वही स्टोरी है, उसी काइंड की स्टोरी है इसमें. ओके, वेयर heroine is a very simple girl who had many drawbacks, okay, who has many drawbacks, and how her parents ill treat her, and they do not behave properly with her, okay, and how they make her marry with old man and like that, and how she turns out to be bold at the end, or what should I say, the climax of the story. Same thing is there. Okay, so Bholi, which is written by K.A. Abbas. Okay, the author of the story is K.A. Abbas. Before moving on to the story, let me read out the meanings which are there in your supplementary reader book, page number 61. Okay, so first difficult word is simpleton. Simpleton means a foolish person easily tricked by others. सिंपलटन भोली का मीनिंग ही है इंग्लिश में, उसको बोलते हैं सिंपलटन, है ना, एक ऐसा भोला इंसान जिसको इजीली फूल बना सकते हैं. नंबरदार, नंबरदार मीन्स एन ऑफिशियल हु कलेक्ट्स रेवेन्यू, एक ऐसा ऑफिसर जो पैसे कलेक्ट करता है, एन ऑफिसर हु कलेक्ट्स मनी, नंबरदार. भोलीज फादर वॉज नंबरदार. मैटेड, मैटेड मीन्स एंटेंगल्ड, ऐसे उलझे हुए बाल जिसको कभी कंघी लगी नहीं हो. अनकोम्ड हेयर, ओके, entangled, matted hair. Squatted, squatted means sat on their heels, heels पे नीचे बैठना, squatted. Scurried, scurried means to run or to move hurriedly, जल्दी से भागना. Okay, ginning, ginning means separating raw cotton from its seed. कॉटन को उसके बीज से अलग करने की प्रोसेस को बोलते हैं गिनिंग. देन द लास्ट वर्ड इज डाउनकास्ट. डाउनकास्ट मीन्स नीचे झुकी हुई आंखें, है ना. यूजुअली इंडियन गर्ल्स दे नेवर लुक इनटू आईज ऑफ द एल्डर्स. वो हमेशा नीचे झुक के बातें करती है, नीचे झुक मीन्स नज़रें झुका के बातें करते हैं. दिस इज कॉल्ड डाउनकास्ट. ओके, नाउ लेट अस मूव टूवर्ड्स बिफोर यू रीड सेक्शन. From her very childhood, Bholi was neglected at home. Why did her teacher take special interest in her? Did Bholi measure up to her teacher's expectations? तो बचपन से ही भोली एक neglected child थी उसके घर में. But why her teacher took so much interest in her? And did Bholi measure up to her teacher's expectations? वो अपने teachers के expectations पे खरी उतरती है कि नहीं? That we are supposed to find out. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Bholi, the simpleton. See, this story is written in very, very simple language. Not a single word is difficult to understand. Okay. So her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood she had been, or everyone had been calling her Bholi. Bholi means the simpleton. She was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. Her father's name was Ramlal. He was Nambardar. Okay. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head, and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. ओके, तो जब वो 10 महीने की थी वो कॉट पे से गिर गई और सीधी सर पे गिर गई, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इंसिडेंट सम पार्ट ऑफ हर ब्रेन वॉज डैमेज्ड. ओके, दैट वॉज वाई शी रिमेन्ड अ बैकवर्ड चाइल्ड एंड केम टू बी नोन एज भोली द सिंपलटन. उस इंसिडेंट की वजह से वो थोड़ी बैकवर्ड रह गई, उसको कुछ चीज़ें समझने में देर लगती थी, एंड दैट इज़ वाई शी वॉज नेम्ड एज, और शी वॉज नोन एज भोली, राइट, सिंपलटन. At birth, the child was very fair and pretty, but when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. बचपन जब उसका जन्म हुआ था तब तो वो बहुत अच्छी दिखती थी, गोरी चिट्टी दिखती थी, लेकिन जब वो 2 साल की थी तब उसे स्मॉल पॉक्स का अटैक आया. वी नो स्मॉल पॉक्स, ओके. द मार्क्स ऑफ स्मॉल पॉक्स दे रिमेन ऑन आवर body, on our face, hand, wherever, forever in throughout the life after having the attack of smallpox. Only the eyes were saved, but the entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black pock marks. Little Sulekha could not speak till she was 5 years. ये तीसरी बात हो गई उसके साथ. First she fell on her head. Second, she had an attack of smallpox. Then she was a late speaker. देर से बात करना उसने चालू किया. बच्चे एक literal, if I have to give you an example, commonly children, they start speaking when they are 1 or 1.5 year old, right? But she started speaking when she became 5 years old, and that too she stammered. और जो भी बोलती थी वो stammering करके बोलती थी. Stammer means to मेरा नाम भोली है ऐसा. This is called stammering, to stammer. The other children often made fun of her and mimicked her. As a result, she talked very little. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, and the youngest of them was Bholi. Bholi सबसे छोटी थी इनमें. It was a prosperous farmer's household, and there was plenty to eat and drink. All the children except Bholi were healthy and strong. Bholi को छोड़ के बाकी सब बच्चे healthy और strong थे. The sons had been sent to the city to study in schools and later in colleges. Of the daughters, Radha, the eldest, had already been married. The second daughter, Mangla's marriage had also been settled, and when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third, Champa. So the eldest daughter of Ramlal was Radha, the second one was Mangala, and third one was Champa. So two elder daughters of him were married, and he was now thinking of the third daughter, Champa, of her marriage. Okay, they were good looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find bridegrooms for them. छोटी उम्र में इन लड़कियों की शादी करा दी गई थी. Now also in some villages people they follow the practice of child marriage, right? And if the girl is good looking and healthy in the sense to do the household work, right? For that purpose they search for such kind of girls who are healthy, and it is not difficult for them to find bridegrooms for such girls. But Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. ना रामलाल हमेशा भोली के लिए परेशान रहता था, बिकॉज वो दिखने में भी अच्छी नहीं थी और वो हेल्दी भी नहीं थी. Can you see in this picture Bholi sitting over there in besides the wall? You can see pock marks on her face. Bholi was 7 years old when Mangla was married. The second daughter got married at the age of 7. Sorry. Bholi was 7 years old when the second daughter got married. The same year, a primary school for girls was opened in their village. The Tehsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. He said to Ramlal, as a revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village, and so you must set an example to the villagers. You must send your daughters to school. Now daughters means दो तो पहले शादी करके चले गए, 2 बची चंपा और भोली. So what the Tehsildar Sahib said to Ramlal to send his daughters to school to set an examples for the villagers. Okay, that night when Ramlal consulted his wife, she cried, "Are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them? अगर लड़कियाँ स्कूल जाने लगी तो उनसे शादी कौन करेगा?" But Ramlal had not the courage to disobey the Tehsildar. At last his wife said, "I'll tell you what to do. Send Bholi to school. चंपा को मत भेजो, भोली को स्कूल में भेजो. As it is, there is little chance of her getting married with her ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers at school worry about her." एक तो उसकी शादी होनी नहीं है क्योंकि एक तो उसके मुंह पे दाग धब्बे हैं और वो अकल भी नहीं है ना उसको. जाने दो उसको जाने दो, उसकी शादी तो होने वाली नहीं. टीचर्स उसकी चिंता करेंगे, राइट? सो शी वॉज नॉट हर स्टेप मदर, शी वॉज अ रियल मदर, बट स्टिल शी बिहेव्ड विद अ डॉटर लाइक दिस. इट्स ओके. एवरी टाइम देयर इज अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज. ये एक आशीर्वाद ही था उसको स्कूल भेजना. So it made her life more better than her sisters. The next day, Ramlal caught Bholi by the hand and said, "Come with me. I'll take you to school." Bholi was frightened. She did not know what a school was like. She remembered how a few days ago their cow Lakshmi had been turned out of the house and sold. So what Bholi thought कि उसको स्कूल लेके जा रहे मतलब कहाँ लेके जा, because she didn't know what school was. क्या होता है स्कूल उसको पता नहीं. लेकिन शी रिमेंबर्ड फ्यू डेज अगो हर काउ लक्ष्मी वॉज टेकन टू द स्लॉटर्स हाउस. वो काउ ओल्ड हो चुकी थी, वो लक्ष्मी ओल्ड हो चुकी थी, तो उसको स्लॉटर हाउस में काटने के लिए उसको भेज दिया. सो शी रिमेंबर्ड दैट मुझे भी नहीं बेचेंगे ना वहाँ पे. सो शी सेड नो 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 नो. She shouted in terror and pulled her hand away from her father's grip. "What's the matter with you, you fool?" shouted Ramlal. He was very angry. "I'm only taking you to school." Then he told his wife, "Let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and the other school girls think of us when they see her?" उसको आज ढंग के कपड़े पहनाओ, नहीं तो उसकी स्कूल की टीचर्स और दूसरे गर्ल्स क्या सोचेंगे कि हम उसको कैसे ट्रीट करते घर में. New clothes had never been made for Bholi. The old dresses of her sisters were passed on to her. No one cared to mend or wash her clothes. But today she was lucky to receive a clean dress which had shrunk after many washings and no longer fitted Champa. She was even bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry and matted hair. बहुत दिनों बाद उसको नहलाया गया और उसके सूखे सूखे बालों में तेल लगाया गया. Only then did she begin to believe that she was being taken to a place better than her house. Then only she started thinking, अच्छा मुझे अच्छे कपड़े पहना रहे, मुझे नहलाया गया, तेल लगाया गया, इसका मतलब मुझे बहुत ही अच्छी जगह लेके जा रहे. When they reached school, the children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed over his daughter to the headmistress. Left alone, the poor little girl looked about her with fear-laden eyes. There were several rooms, and in each room girls like her squatted on mats, reading from books or writing on slates. The headmistress asked Bholi to sit down in a corner in one of the classrooms. When she went to school, she saw there were several rooms in the school, and like her, other girls were also there. All of them were busy either in reading or they were writing on the slate. So her headmistress made her sit in one of those rooms in the corner. Bholi did not know what exactly a school was like and what happened there, but she was glad to find so many girls almost of her own age present there. She hoped that one of these girls might become her friends. Okay, the lady teacher who was in the class was saying something to the girls, but Bholi could understand nothing. She looked at the pictures on the wall. The colors fascinated her. The horse was brown, just like the horse on which the Tehsildar had come to visit their village. The goat was black, like the goat of their neighbor. The parrot was green, like the parrot she had seen in the mango orchard. And the cow was just like their Lakshmi. And suddenly Bholi noticed that the teacher was standing by her side, smiling at her. "What's your name, little one?" She could stammer no further than that. इसके आगे वो कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाई. Then she began to cry and tears flowed from her eyes in a helpless flood. She kept her head down as she sat in her corner, not daring to look up at the girls who she knew were still laughing at her. उसने शर्म से अपना मुंह नीचे कर लिया. Okay, and she knew the girls were laughing at her. When the school bell rang, all the girls scurried out. They ran out, moved out of the classroom, but Bholi dared not leave her corner. Her head still lowered, she kept on sobbing. वो रोती बैठी रोती गई, वो वहाँ से उठी नहीं. "Bholi!" The teacher's voice was so soft and soothing. In all her life, she had never been called like that. It touched her heart. पहली बार किसी ने भोली को इतने प्यार से बुलाया. "भोली, get up. said the teacher. It was not a command, but just a friendly suggestion. Bholi got up. Now tell me your name. अभी मुझे बताओ तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? Sweat broke out over her whole body. Would her stammering tongue again disgrace her? For the sake of this kind woman, however, she decided to make an effort. She had such a soothing voice. She would not laugh at her. And for the first time, someone had called Bholi so nicely and friendly that she dared to speak for that kind of woman. Okay, she said, like that. She stammered again. She began to stammer. Well done, well done. The teacher encouraged her. Come on, now, the full name. Bholi. At last she was able to say it and felt relieved as if it was a great achievement. She was very happy. Well done! The teacher patted her affectionately and said, Put the fear out of your heart and you will be able to speak like everyone else. अपने दिल से डर को निकाल दो, तभी तुम दूसरों की तरह बोल पाओगी. Bholi looked up as if to ask, Really? She looked at her teacher and she was so amazed कि मैं दूसरों की तरह बोल पाऊंगी. Really? Yes, it will be very easy. You just come to school every day. Will you come? सिर्फ तुम्हें रोज स्कूल आना पड़ेगा. आओगी? Bholi nodded. She just nodded. She didn't say anything. She just nodded. No. Say it aloud. बोलो. मुंह मत हिला. Yes. And Bholi herself was astonished that she had been able to say it. Didn't I tell you? Now take this book. The book was full of nice pictures and the pictures were in color. Dog, cat, goat, horse, parrot, tiger and a cow just like Lakshmi. And with every picture was a word in big black letters. In 1 month you will be able to read this book. Then I'll give you a bigger book, then a still bigger one. In time you will be able to learn you will be able to laugh at in time you will be able to you will be more learned. I'm so sorry, I'm getting confused over here. In time you will be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then no one will ever be able to laugh at you. People will listen to you with respect and you will be able to speak without the slightest stammer. Understand? Now go home and come back early tomorrow morning. Bholi felt as if suddenly all the bells in the village temple were ringing and the trees in front of her of the schoolhouse had blossomed into big red flowers. Her heart was throbbing with a new hope and a new life. She knew उसकी life में एक नया turn आ चुका था and she was very happy. Thus the years passed. The village became a small town. The little primary school became a high school. There were now a cinema under a tin shade and a cotton ginning mill. The mail train began to stop at the railway station. That means so much the village had progressed. One night after dinner, Ramlal said to his wife, Then, shall I accept Bishambar's proposal? Yes, certainly. His wife said, Bholi will be lucky to get such a well-to-do bridegroom, a big shop, a house of his own, and I hear several thousand in the bank. Moreover, he is not asking for any dowry. So here Ramlal was asking his wife that whether he should accept Bishambar's proposal for Bholi. Okay, so his wife said, yes, you should, क्योंकि उसके पास एक बड़ी सी दुकान है, खुद का घर है और बहुत सारे 1000 रुपए हैं बैंक में और ऊपर से वो डाउरी भी नहीं मांग रहा. डाउरी मीन्स दहेज भी नहीं मांग रहा है. एक्सेप्ट करो, चलेगा. That's right. But he is not so young, almost the same age as I am, and he also limps. Moreover, the children from his first wife are quite grown up. लेकिन तुम्हें क्या लगता है? देखो उसकी उम्र और मेरी उम्र एक जैसी है और ऊपर से लंगड़ाता भी है और उसके पहली बीवी के जो बच्चे हैं वो तो बहुत बड़े हैं. So Bishambar was an old man, okay, and her mother was ready. She accepted the proposal of the old man for her daughter. So what does it matter? His wife replied. 45 or 50. It is no great age for a man. We are lucky that he is from another village and does not know about her pockmarks and her lack of sense. If we don't accept this proposal, she may remain unmarried all her life. तो क्या हुआ, 45-50 साल कोई बड़ी उम्र थोड़ी ना है, और उस पर हम बहुत ज़्यादा लकी है क्योंकि वो दूसरे गांव का है. उसे हमारी भोली के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता. उसके चेहरे पे जो दाग धब्बे हैं, उसको दिमाग नहीं है, उसको कुछ नहीं पता. अच्छी बात है, चलो उसकी शादी करा देते हैं. येस, बट आई वंडर व्हाट भोली विल से. लेकिन दिस वॉज सेड बाय रामलाल. व्हाट ही सेड, व्हाट भोली विल से. भोली को क्या लगेगा कि उसकी शादी एक बूढ़े से करा रहे. What will that witless one say? She's like a dumb cow. वो पागल है, उसको क्या पता. करा दो उसकी शादी. Maybe you're right, muttered Ramlal. In the other corner of the courtyard, Boli lay awake on her cot, listening to her parents' whispered conversation, and Boli was listening everything what her parents were saying. Bishambar Nath was a well-to-do grocer. He came with a big party of friends and relations with him for the wedding. A brass band playing a popular tune from an Indian film headed the procession with the bridegroom riding a decorated house. Ramlal was overjoyed to see such a pomp and splendor. He had never dreamt that his fourth daughter would have such a grand wedding. Boli's elder sisters who had come for the occasion were envious of her luck. So रामलाल ने पहली बार ऐसी शादी की बारात देखी थी कि सब सज धज के, सब नाचते गाते हुए सब आ रहे हैं. And Boli's elder sisters who had come to attend her marriage that occasion, they were envious of her luck. वो जल रही थी अपनी बहन के लक पे. When the auspicious moment came, the priest said, "Bring the bride." जब शादी का मौका आया तब वो ब्राह्मण जो था वो priest बोला, दुल्हन को लेके आओ. भोली, clad in her red silken bridal dress, was led to the bride's place near the sacred fire. उसको हवन के बाद बाजू में बिठाया गया. Garland the bride. One of his friends prompted Bishambar Nath. So Bishambar Nath, one of his friends, he prompted कि चलो दुल्हन को अब तुम वरमाला पहनाओ. So the bridegroom lifted the garland of yellow marigolds. A woman slipped back the silken veil from the bride's face. Bishambar took a quick glance. The garland remained poised in his hand. The bride slowly pulled down the veil over her face. तो जब वो हार पहनाने ही वाला था तब एक औरत ने बोली के मुंह के ऊपर से वो जो घूंघट था वो ऊपर, veil means काइंड ऑफ अ कवरिंग, ओके, जो उसके मुंह को ढक दिया गया था वो थोड़ा सा हटाया. एंड बिशंबर वॉज शॉक्ड. उसके हाथ में वरमाला वैसे ही रह गई. एंड ही कुड सी द ब्लैक स्पॉट्स ऑन हर फेस. हैव यू सीन हर, सेड बिशंबर टू द फ्रेंड्स नेक्स्ट टू हिम. शी हैज पोक मार्क्स ऑन हर फेस. उसके मुंह पे तो काले धब्बे हैं. सो व्हाट, यू आर नॉट यंग ईदर. सो व्हाट हिज फ्रेंड्स सेड, तो क्या हुआ, तुम भी कहाँ यंग हो, तुम भी तो बूढ़े हो. मे बी, बट इफ आई एम टू मैरी हर फादर मस्ट गिव मी 5,000 रुपीज़. अगर उसके पिताजी को लगता है कि मैं उससे शादी करूं तो उनको मुझे 5,000 रुपये देने होंगे क्योंकि उन्होंने मुझसे झूठ बोला. छुपा के रखा कि उसके मुंह पे दाग है. रामलाल वेंट एंड प्लेस्ड हिज टर्बन, उसकी पगड़ी, टर्बन, उसका हिज ऑनर एट बिशंबर्स फीट. डू नॉट ह्यूमिलिएट मी सो, टेक 2,000 रुपीज़. प्लीज़ मुझे शर्मिंदा मत कीजिए, आप 2,000 रुपये ले लीजिए. नो, 5,000 और वी गो बैक. कीप योर डॉटर. 5,000 दो, नहीं तो मैं बारात लेके चला जाऊंगा. रखो अपनी लड़की को अपने पास. बी अ लिटिल कंसिडरेट प्लीज. इफ यू गो बैक आई कैन नेवर शो माई फेस इन द विलेज. देन आउट विथ 5,000. Tears streaming down his face, Ramlal went in, opened the safe and counted out the notes. He placed the bundle at the bridegroom's feet. On Bishambar's greedy face appeared a triumphant smile. एक जंग जीतने वाली स्माइल उसके फेस पे आ गई. He had gambled and won. Give me the garland, he announced. क्या बोला, चलो अब वरमाला दे दो, मैं पहनाता हूँ. Once again the veil was slipped back from the bride's face, but this time her eyes were not downcast. She was looking up, looking straight at her prospective husband, and in her eyes there was neither anger nor hate, only cold contempt. उसकी आंखों में ना गुस्सा था, ना नफरत थी, बस उसने एक डिसीजन लिया था उसकी आंखें झुकी हुई नहीं थी. Vishwambar raised a garland to place it round the bride's neck, but before he could do so, Bholi's hand struck out like a streak of lightning, and the garland was flung into the fire. वो उसने ऐसे हाथ उसका उठाया तो गार्लैंड वो वरमाला थी वो हवन में गिर गई. She got up and threw away the veil. उसने वो पर्दा हटा दिया. Pitaji, said Bholi in her clear, loud voice, and her father, mother, sisters, brothers, relations and neighbors were startled to hear her speak without even the slightest stammer. पहली बार उन लोगों ने भोली को without stammering सुना. पिताजी, take back your money. I'm not getting to marry this man. मैं इस बूढ़े से शादी नहीं करूँगी. आप अपने पैसे वापस लेके जाइए. रामलाल was thunderstruck. वो शॉक हो गया. The guest began to whisper, so shameless, so ugly and so shameless. देखो कितनी बदसूरत है, इसमें शर्म नाम की कोई चीज़ है कि नहीं. Bholi was so sorry. Bholi, are you crazy? Shouted Ramlal. You want to disgrace your family? Have some regard for your इज्जत. Our इज्जत, sorry. क्या तुम हमें बदनाम करना चाहती हो? तुम्हें हमारी इज्जत के बारे में कुछ सोचती हो कि नहीं? हाँ, पागल हो गई हो? This was said by Ramlal. For the sake of your izzat, said Bholi, I was willing to marry this lame old man, but I will not have such a mean, greedy and contemptible coward as my husband. I want and I want. आपकी इज्जत की वजह से मैं शादी के लिए तैयार हो गई थी, लेकिन मैं इस लंगड़ाते हुए बूढ़े इंसान से मैं शादी नहीं करूँगी. What a shameless girl. We all thought she was a harmless dumb cow. Bholi turned violently on the old woman. ये जिस old woman ने बोला उसकी तरफ बोली गुस्से से टर्न हुई और बोली, yes auntie, you are right. You all thought that I was a dumb driven cow. That's why you wanted to hand me over to this heartless creature. But now the dumb cow, the stammering fool, is speaking. Do you want to hear more? और कुछ सुनना है? Vishwambar Nath, the grocer, started to go back with his party. The confused bandsman thought this was the end of the ceremony and struck up a closing song. Ramlal stood rooted to the ground, his head bowed low with the weight of grief and shame. वो शर्म से नीचे बैठ गया और उसको लगा कि अब सब खत्म हो गया. Okay. The flames of the what is this? I'm not able to see. Sorry, children. Just a second. Yeah, I'll read it from the book. I'm not able to see over there. The flames of the sacred fire slowly died down. Everyone was gone. Ramlal turned to Bholi and said, but what about you? No one will ever marry you now. What shall we do with you? लेकिन अब तुम्हारा क्या होगा? कोई भी तुमसे शादी नहीं करेगा और हम तुम्हें रख के क्या करेंगे घर पे? And Sulekha said in a voice that was calm and steady, don't you worry, Pitaji. In your old age, I will serve you and mother and will teach in the same school where I have learned so much. Isn't that right, ma'am? Her teacher was standing over there. And what she assured her father that she would take care of her father and mother in their old age. She would earn money by teaching in the same school in which she had herself learned in her childhood, right? Like her teacher. The teacher had all along stood in a corner watching the drama. Yes, Bholi, of course, she replied. And in her smiling eyes was the light of a deep satisfaction that an artist feels when contemplating the completion of a masterpiece. और उस टीचर की आंखों में वो खुशी थी जैसे एक आर्टिस्ट की आंखों में होती है जब उसका मास्टरपीस तैयार होके कंप्लीट होता है. एक सेटिस्फैक्शन वाज देयर इन हर आइज़ दैट एक छोटी सी लड़की भोली उसको एक कॉन्फिडेंस दिलाया उसने बचपन में. एंड नाउ द गर्ल इज़ सो बोल्ड इनफ टू चैलेंज द सोसाइटी दैट शी वुड टेक केयर ऑफ अ फादर एंड मदर इन देयर ओल्ड एज, राइट. सो शी वॉज सेटिस्फाइड कि एक not so a dumb cow, which villagers and her family members themselves they used to treat her, has become so bold enough to challenge the society. This is the story, whole story. I hope you have understood. As I told you, this story resembles any old Bollywood movie in which the girl, the heroine, turns out to be very bold enough to challenge the society. Okay, so please do watch this video again and read the story one more time, and go through the summary in the refresher, and please leave your thumbs up in the comment section. It will be your attendance. Okay, now we have completed with our English syllabus of this year's. Okay, now you are going to start learning the question answers. First learn question answers of this lesson, and then we'll start with the revision. After this I'll be starting with the grammar remaining topic. Okay, and then entire English and grammar syllabus will be completed, then our revision will start. Okay, bye for now.